Almost every property conversation in Kenya starts the same way. How much is it? It's going for 25 million shillings. There's another one for only 18 million. This one is expensive. And just like that, people decide whether a property is a good investment based almost entirely on its purchase price. Here is the problem. That question is the wrong place to start. In fact, it is one of the biggest reasons why many high-income professionals end up buying properties that look impressive but quietly underperform for years. In this video, I'm going to show you the one number experienced property investors pay attention to before they even think about the purchase price. Once you understand this number, you'll never evaluate property the same way again. And the best part? You don't need to be an accountant or a real estate expert. I'll explain it in plain English using very simple examples. Hi, I'm Manyara Kirago, and for over 20 years, I have helped thousands of Kenyan professionals improve their financial lives through training, coaching, and investment planning. Many of my private coaching clients have gone on to build successful rental property portfolios that now provide dependable passive income. If you're serious about building wealth through property instead of simply owning property, you're in the right place. And if you'd like personal guidance on your own investment journey, I offer a complimentary one-on-one strategy session. You will find the booking link in the description below. If you enjoy practical financial education designed specifically for Kenyan professionals, remember to subscribe, like this video, and share it with someone who's thinking about buying property. Now let's jump into it. The biggest myth in Kenyan property investing is this: the cheaper property is the better investment. It sounds logical. If one apartment block costs 60 million shillings and another one costs 80 million shillings, most people immediately think that the 60 million shilling property must be the smarter buy. But experienced investors don't think that way. Because buying property is not like buying furniture. You don't buy a rental property because it's cheap. You buy it because it produces income. Imagine someone offering you 2 dairy cows. One costs 100,000 shillings and the other costs 200,000. Would you automatically buy the cheaper one? Of course not. Your first question will probably be, how much milk does each cow produce? Because that tells you how much money you can make. Property investing works exactly the same way. Most buyers ask, how much does it cost? Experienced investors ask, how much income does it produce? Those are completely different questions. Price tells you what you must pay. Income tells you what you will receive. And when you're investing for financial freedom, what comes in every month matters far more than what went out on day one. So, what is the number one experienced investors pay attention to? Rental yield. Now, don't let the name scare you. Rental yield simply answers one question. For every 100 shillings I invest, how many shillings come back every year in rent? That's it. Nothing complicated. Supposing you buy a property for 20 million shillings. It collects 2 million shillings every year in rent. 2 million divided by 20 equals 10%. That property has a 10% rental yield. Simple. Rental yield is simply a score. The higher the score, the harder your money is working. Let's compare two apartment buildings. Property A costs 100 million shillings. Property B costs 80 million shillings. Most buyers immediately become excited about property B because it's cheaper. But let's look deeper. Property A produces 10 million shillings in annual rent. Property B produces 5 million. Property A has a rental yield of 10%. Property B has a rental yield of 6.25%. Now, which investment is better? The expensive one, because every shilling invested is working much harder. This is why purchase price alone tells you almost nothing. It's just like buying a business without asking how much profit it makes. Now, here is where things become even more interesting. Higher rental yield doesn't just mean more income. It creates options. Supposing you're financing the purchase through a bank. A property with a stronger rental income has a much better chance of paying its own loan. Instead of relying entirely on your salary every month, the tenants help service the debt. That dramatically reduces financial pressure. Many people think that successful property investors are simply wealthy people. Often, they are simply buying properties whose income works much harder. Think of buying a mango tree. One tree costs 30,000, another costs 60,000. Which one should you buy? You'd first ask, how many mangoes does each tree produce every season? If the expensive tree produces 4 times more fruit, suddenly it becomes the better investment. Nobody would focus only on the purchase price. Yet, that's exactly what many people do when buying a rental property. Unfortunately, this mistake is common. Someone buys a beautiful apartment because it looks premium. The finishes are amazing. The developer has a good reputation. The location sounds prestigious. Months later, they discover something disappointing. The rental income barely covers expenses. The mortgage becomes stressful. Returns are disappointing. Meanwhile, another investor quietly buys an older building nearby. Less glamorous, no fancy marketing brochure, but excellent rental yield. 10 years later, guess who's financially free? Usually not the person who bought the prettier building. The winner is the one whose numbers worked. If you are a busy professional, this lesson is even more important. You probably don't have time to build from scratch. You don't want unnecessary risk. You want dependable income. That's why I consistently encourage professionals to focus on existing income-producing multi-unit apartment buildings. These properties already have tenants. They already have rental history. They already have cash flow. You are buying a business that's already operating. Instead of guessing what future rent might be, you can often see what tenants are already paying. That dramatically reduces uncertainty compared to buying property based purely on attractive brochures or optimistic projections. This approach is central to the investment philosophy I have taught many professionals over the years. But wait, before you start looking only at rental yield, let me give you one important warning. Rental yield is incredibly useful, but it should never be the only number you consider. Sometimes a property has an unusually high yield because something else is wrong. Perhaps maintenance has been neglected. Maybe vacancy is increasing. Perhaps major repairs are just around the corner. Or maybe the surrounding neighborhood is declining. Experienced investors don't stop at rental yield. They use it as a starting point. It helps identify opportunities worth investigating further. Think of it like a medical checkup. Your blood pressure tells the doctor something important, but it isn't the entire diagnosis. Rental yield works the same way. Here is a mindset shift I want you to remember. Stop thinking like a buyer. Start thinking like a business owner. A business owner asks, What return will this investment generate? Not how impressive does it look. Financial freedom is built by owning productive assets. Assets that consistently generate income. Assets that continue working while you are at work, asleep, or on holiday. That's the difference between owning property and owning an investment. The next time someone offers you a property, don't start with how much is it. Instead, ask, how much rent does it currently collect? What is the rental yield? How stable is the occupancy? Can the rental income comfortably support financing? Will this property move me closer to financial independence? Those 5 questions alone will immediately put you ahead of many buyers. I would love to hear from you. Before watching this video, had you ever calculated rental yield before considering buying a property? Or were you, like most people, focusing mainly on the purchase price? Let me know in the comments below. Let's quickly recap. The biggest property myth is that purchase price tells you whether an investment is good. It doesn't. The number experienced investors look at first is rental yield. Because rental yield tells you how hard your money will work after you've bought the property. When you start evaluating investments this way, you'll avoid many expensive mistakes and make decisions based on facts rather than emotions. Now, if you'd like help identifying the right type of investment property for your financial goals, I would love to help. Book a complimentary one-on-one strategy session using the link in the description below. During this session, we'll assess your current financial position, discuss your long-term goals, identify what's holding you back, and map out a practical strategy that can move you towards financial independence through carefully selected income-producing real estate. There is no obligation, but the clarity you'll gain could save you years of costly mistakes. I look forward to speaking with you. If you found this video valuable, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share it with somebody who's thinking about investing in property. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.